keep you abreast with the happenings in the polity.
Nigeria is on drip and on oxygen. And how can we get out of this?
I am an employer of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of his family. And he must protect me.
Standpoint. The center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM, Umahia.
More Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
The governor-elect of Abia State, Alex Oti of the Labour Party, has revealed that part of his plans for Abia State is to ensure that he improves the economy of Abia State, saying the government will have to take more loans. Well, plans on the way to ensure that things are in place ahead of the inauguration May 29th. But then we have a few months to the 29th of May. We are in March, so we barely have 2 months to the inauguration. Joining me in this post-election analysis is none other than the spokesperson for Dr. Alex Oti and his media aide, Ferdinand Ekoma. Glad to have you once again in the studio.
Morning, my brother.
It's been a long time coming. How has it been for you?
Fantastic.
Have you had time to have at least 4 hours of a nap?
I definitely haven't. At the moment, I have not.
So which is even worse, the post-election or during the election proper?
Well, of course, during the election proper. But then, after the election, you know that there are a lot of things out there that you need to tidy up.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the time for rest will come, maybe in a matter of days.
Are you sure you're going to have rest owing to the fact that there's going to be a handover in
yeah, there must be a few days out there for you to have some rest.
Yeah.
Even before the inauguration proper. It will definitely make our time to have some rest. It's very important. I will. I'm okay.
Okay. So a couple of days ago, Professor Nenaya Oti, with one single T, actually returned your principle as governor-elect of Abia State, having polled 175,467 votes ahead of the People's Democratic Party that had 88,529 votes, with YPP coming in third with 28,972. It was more like a two-horse race. Sure. The Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party, the later being the government in power, and Labour Party the third force in the 2023 general elections. Your principal could not do it in PDP. He could not do it in the All Progressive Congress, neither could he achieve this feat with the All Progressive Grand Alliance. But then, with a relatively unpopular party, he's been able to stir. Some persons have said it's the will of the people that have spoken eventually. And of course, several times I've had conversations with him. He has insisted that he won the 2015 and the 2019 governorship elections in the state, but then had his mandate stolen from him. The question that, I would want to bring up at this point in time now is, what next?
Thank you. You, my opinion, you captured it perfectly. But then, saying he couldn't do it in PDP, when he never contested any election in PDP, he didn't even contest the primaries. It was the handwriting was very clear on the wall that they weren't going to do any primaries. So he quietly left the PDP. And then when people talk about Alex Oti and PDP, most of them didn't even know how many of them even saw Alex Oti in PDP gatherings at that point in time. He was just a passive member of the PDP. And because you know what it means to be an MD and CEO of a bank, you don't even have such time to get involved in active politics. And you know, MD as CEO can be actively involved in politics. That said, he was just a passive member of PDP.
Yeah.
He was supporting his state, to develop. So when he voluntarily retired or resigned from the bank, and now was ready to take part in the contest in the PDP, he saw where the direction they were going, and he decided to quietly take a walk. And he took a walk and proceeded to APGA. And like you captured perfectly, he has repeatedly said it. Abians know that he won the 2015 election, in fact, with more numbers than this one that was just concluded. So he won it convincingly. And that was actually why Abians were very scared. We were afraid when this imbroglio in Obingwa was unfolding. People were like, is this going to happen again? But then, during the campaigns, there was something he kept repeating. He kept reminding Abians that what happened in 2015 and 2019 was the way God used in asking us to wear a little.
Okay.
So we were so convinced we were going to win this election. We were so convinced. At a point, our greatest challenge, our greatest, task was to ensure that there was security. Protection of the vote was our major challenge. We were so convinced because we went to every nook and cranny of the state, campaigning, speaking to our people. Not this kind of one you will come and gather people and just dance and go. No. We penetrated, went to Okwa East, Okwa West, to Uguna, everywhere. And the way we structured our campaigns, it was just fantastic that we spoke to the people directly and they got the message. They were prepared. In fact, if the enabling environment was provided by INEC for people to be able to register, and get their PVs without hitches, we would have had much more numbers than we have. Because ordinarily, when you look at the things that are happening in INEC, somebody shouldn't be moving from his community to the local government headquarters to go and collect. Those things made things difficult. But those are the things we are going to correct as a government. What next is the readiness to develop our dear state of Abia. There shouldn't be any room for excuses. Alex Otti is not known for excuses. Go and look at the institutions. He worked